Good morning, children. Chapter 16 commencing. If she had obeyed Charles and stayed in her room all day and all night, Sophie would, she thought, have gone straightforwardly crazy. She tried to reassure herself that she was not breaking any rules. She was not opening the door to her bedroom. The thought of the rooftops kept her steady during the day. Sophie counted the hours until sunset. By nightfall it had grown cold, and Sophie put on her 2 pairs of stockings under her nightdress. She hadn't packed enough warm clothes, so she pulled the pillowcases off the pillows and knotted them together to make a scarf. It felt limp and not entirely comfortable, but she thought it was preferable to nothing. Then she got into bed and wedged her hairbrush behind her neck so she wouldn't fall asleep, and waited. Matteo arrived at the docks, struck the half hour. He knocked on the skylight and then stood impatiently flicking pebbles down into her room until she climbed out. "Hello," said Sophie. "Bonsoir." "Oui, bonsoir." He wore a pack on his back and his shorts had been swapped for a pair of trousers. They looked like they had been in a fight and lost. He said, "You're learning French?" "A little." Sophie flushed. "It's not easy." "Yes, it is. I know dogs that speak French. I know pigeons." "That's different." How? How is it different?" "Well, I'm not a pigeon." A thought struck her. "How long did it take you to learn English? Do all French people speak it like you do?" "Je ne sais pas." "I always knew it, a little. There's a bar where the English diplomats go. It has a courtyard. I can hear them speaking from my rooftop. And I learnt to read it while I was in." He stopped. "While you were where?" "In an orphanage." He shook his head as if clearing water from his eyes and changed the subject. "Listen, I meant to ask, where I live is one of the tallest buildings in Paris. Are you afraid of heights?" "No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm up here, aren't I?" "This isn't high. This is practically pavement." "I mean, are you good with real heights?" "I'm not bad," said Sophie. She cast her eyes down at the slate. "Oh. Quite good, I think." "Then you can't come." "Quite good isn't good enough. Sorry." He turned to go. "Wait! I was being modest." "But you just said—" "I'm very good," said Sophie. "I'm brilliant at them." Matteo was obviously not the sort of boy who understood modesty, and she could not risk being left behind. "Brilliant," she said, again. "You shouldn't say what you don't mean, then. Are you ready?"